Okay, so here's your video help for today's assignment. I really hope the questions are the same. If not, this is almost going to be a waste, but you can at least watch me do these problems for help. I don't think I'm going to do all of them. We'll see. And I'll do the last few. These are I try to keep them pretty basic. I just want you to get in the flow of knowing what to do, making sure you're doing it correctly. So with the first question, complete the division sentence. You're just going to solve. It says type an integer. An integer, in case you forgot, that's just a positive or negative whole number. Like these are integers. Those are all integers, okay? And even this is an integer because it equals that. So what we're going to do, take the division problem. It's already written. So we're going to rewrite it as a keep and a change and a flip. And then I multiply across. And 24 over 3 is 8. And that is my integer. Now, I don't think you can put 24 divided by 3. Let's find out. No, it says your answer is equal to the correct answer. It's not in the correct form. So we need to write it as an integer. Make sure your answer is a whole number. So 8 is going to be the way to write this. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to write it as 8. I'm going to hit enter. And that's correct. Now this one, do the same thing. You're going to I'm going to hit next. I'm sorry. This one you're going to keep. You're going to change. You're going to flip. You're going to multiply across. And then if you don't know what this is as an integer, then you're going to need to put the top number under the roof. And then you just solve that, and that will be your answer, okay? This one's going to be the same thing. This one's going to be an integer. So keep that up. This one's going to be an integer. So the same thing, that's going to be a whole number. This one's not. So I'll show you. It's going to be this, keep, change, flip. Now why am I not writing it twice like I said last week? Well, last week when you have mixed numbers, then you need to write it twice. But these aren't mixed numbers, these are easier. So that, if I put that as my answer before I simplify, I think it's going to be wrong. And I'm wrong. That's actually correct. But if you did simplify, that's what you would get. Okay? Surprised that's right. Usually this is the hard stuff. For this one, improper fractions are fine. This one you guys will be fine. Some of you are going to say, oh, I can cancel these out and make them ones. Well, no you can't, because you have to keep, change, flip. And now that you've done that, can you do this? Nope. You can only do it when they're diagonal. So solve that, and there's your answer. This one, same thing. This one, same thing. This one's a little bit tricky. Write a problem that can be solved by dividing 11/12 by 1/6. Solve the problem. So which one of these can have this fraction divided by that fraction? What about Al and 6 of his friends? Now I actually thought this was the answer at first because they're sharing the pie equally, but this is the reason why it doesn't work. Al and 6 of his friends equals 7 people. So that's not going to work, and that would be divided by 7 anyway. So that would be the wrong problem. It would be Al, this would be the answer, has 11/12 of a yard of fabric. How many 1/6 yard pieces can be cut? So you're going to take that number and you're going to be dividing by this many pieces. And that is going to be what you solve. So first you have to choose which one makes the most sense. Second, you actually solve it. And then to solve it, it's as simple as doing this. And then you solve that. Then divide by 2. And that would be 5 pieces and 5.5. Let me see if 33 over 6 works though. Yeah, it does. So there's your answer. Okay, next. Now the last 5 questions are going to be, there's nothing to check. You either answer it or you don't. So for this one, how much greater was candidate B's part of the total vote? So you're going to take, so if I have like $6 and you have $4, how much greater is my amount? Well, my amount is $2 greater. So you have to subtract. And so that's what you're going to do here. You're going to take this number minus this number right here, and it's going to be one of those answers. Line up the decimals, and you'll have your answer. For the next one, line up the decimals and add. For this one, when you multiply, I'll get you started, okay? You're going to multiply this like normal. Then you're going to put a 0 here. 7 times 2 is 14. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 1 is 17. And then you're going to add. Now, where does the decimal go? There are 3 numbers after the decimal, so you should know by now where the decimal goes, since there's 3 numbers right here after the decimal, okay? And then this one, the Cost Saving Grocery Club sells sheet cakes, which is like the shape of a sheet. Each quarter sheet of cake requires 0.75 teaspoons of baking soda. How much is needed for a full sheet cake? So this is 1/2 of a sheet cake, right? But that's not what we're dealing with. We're dealing with 1/4. Now that means it takes 4 sections to make one whole. So that's what we have right here. And it says each section requires 0.75 teaspoons. Oh. So, add up these 4 numbers, and whatever you get is your answer. And that's how many teaspoons is required of baking soda. And that's it. Actually, no, that's not it. There's one more question. And then that one, keep, change, flip. You better not miss that one. Hope that was helpful.